have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat, to the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking? Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name? Well, not even last night's storm could wake you. I heard them say we've reached Morrowind. I'm sure they'll let us go. Quiet. Here comes the guard.
This is where you get off. Come with me. Get yourself up on deck and let's keep this as civil as possible.
The sooner you leave, the sooner we can move on.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and it'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where. You're out on the frontier now, friend. Imperial rule is secure for the most part, but the local Dark Elves aren't too happy about it. Please, follow me up to the office, and we'll finish your release.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours. On a clear day, you chance upon a strange animal, its leg trapped in a hunter's claw snare. Judging from the bleeding, it will not survive long. What do you do? One summer afternoon, your father gives you a choice of chores. What would you rather do? Your cousin has given you a very embarrassing nickname, and even worse, likes to call you it in front of your friends. You have asked him to stop, but he finds it very amusing to watch you blush. What do you do? There is a lot of heated discussion at the local tavern over a group of people called telepaths. They've been hired by certain city-state kings. Rumor has it these telepaths read a person's mind and tell their lord whether a follower is telling the truth or not. You believe what? Your mother sends you to the market with a list of goods to buy. After you finish, you find that by mistake a shopkeeper has given you too much money back in exchange for one of the items. What do you do? While in a marketplace, you witness a thief cut a purse from a noble. Even as he does so, the noble notices and calls for the city guards. In his haste to get away, the thief drops the purse near you. Surprisingly, no one seems to notice the bag of coins at your feet. What do you do? Your father sends you on a task which you loathe, cleaning the stables. On the way there, pitchfork in hand, you run into your friend from the homestead near your own. He offers to do it for you, in return for a future favor of his choosing. What do you do? Your mother asks you to help fix the stove. While you're working, a very hot pipe slips its moorings and falls towards her. What do you do? While in town, the baker gives you a sweet roll. Delighted, you take it into an alley to enjoy, only to be intercepted by a gang of 3 other kids your age. The leader demands the sweet roll, or else he and his friends will beat you and take it. What do? Entering town, you find that you are witness to a very well-dressed man running from a crowd. He screams to you for help. The crowd behind him seems very angry. What do you do? Very good. The letter that preceded you mentioned you were born under a certain sign. And what would that be? Interesting. Now, before I stamp these papers, make sure this information is correct. Show your papers to the captain when you exit to get your release fee.
Continue through to the next building and talk to Celisgravius. First, let me take your identification papers. Thank you. Word of your arrival only reached me yesterday. I am Celisgravius, but my background is not important. I'm here to welcome you to Morrowind. I am Celisgravius, a knight-errant of the Imperial Legion. Yes, you're in Morrowind. I don't know why you're here or why you were released from prison and shipped here, but your authorization comes directly from Emperor Uriel Septim VII himself. And I don't need to know any more than that. When you leave this office, you are a free man. But before you go, I have instructions on your duties. Instructions from the Emperor. So pay careful attention. Yes, Uriel Septim is still the Emperor. According to my instructions, he personally authorized your release from prison and your delivery here. It's all very mysterious. But that's the way the Empire works. Silence, secrecy. Let not the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Yes, of course this is the Empire. This is Vardenfell district of the province of Morrowind. And Morrowind has been part of the Empire for over 400 years. The current Emperor is Uriel Septim, 24th of the Septim line. You haven't been in prison that long, have you? Nothing wrong with your head, is there? The men said you were acting a little strange when they brought you in from the ship. This package came with the news of your arrival. You are to take it to Caius Cosades in the town of Balmora. Go to the South Wall Corner Club and ask for Caius Cosades. They'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. Balmora is north of Seyda Neen. The road passes Pelagiad village and Fort Pelagiad, crosses a deep ravine, passes Fort Moonmoth, then turns west across the Odai River and into Balmora. The South Wall Corner Club is in southeast Balmora on the east side of the river. For more detailed directions, talk to Elone the scout at Aril's trade house here in Seyda Neen. But take my advice. You're new here. Take the Silt Strider to Balmora. Fast, cheap, safe. Cross the bridge and head east. Can't miss it. Silt Striders carry passengers and cargo between settlements on Vardenfell. Fares depend on distance to be traveled. Silt Striders are giant insects. A compartment for passengers and cargo is hollowed from the creature's shell. The driver directs the beast by directly manipulating exposed organs and tissues. Silt Striders travel between Aldruin, Balmora, Seyda Neen, Suran, Gnesis, Molag Mar, Margan, and North Landing near Vivek.
Are you the one that boat dropped off? Odd to see a boat arrive at that time of the day. Hope the Imperials treated you okay. I swear they took my ring. I swear one of the guards has it. I had it last week before their weekly Let's Shake Down Fargoth ritual. An engraved healing ring, family heirloom of mine. You haven't seen it, have you? You found it! Amazing! Thank you, thank you. You are now my favorite friend. I'll be sure to tell the others, especially my friend Aril, who runs the trade house here. Go see him. He'll be happy to see you now. Thanks again for returning my family ring.
Ever consider joining the Legion? I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along. We have garrisons at Fort Pelagiad in Pelagiad, Hawkmoth Fort in Ebonheart, Fort Moonmoth in Balmora, Fort Buckmoth in Aldruin, and Fort Darius in Nesis. Were you looking to join the Imperial Legion? All the garrisons are presently at full strength, except perhaps the Deathshed Legion at Fort Darius, in the West Gash near the village of Nesis. If you're interested, you'll have to talk to General Darius there. That's the frozen island up to the north, right? Sounds awful to me. If you're looking to get there, you might check for transportation in Cool. I've heard that the local tax collector, Processus Vitellius, is missing. No surprise, really. He wasn't well liked around here. I've never seen a successful adventurer who didn't carry a couple of divine intervention scrolls with him on long expeditions. 2 reasons. Emergency exit, and it lets you move a lot more loot than you can carry on foot. And faster goes without saying. Daedra? You know what they are, right? Well, Daedric shrines are where Daedra cults worship Daedra. Bad people who summon bad Daedra. Stay away from them. Why? Because Daedra are nasty, and the folks that worship them are even nastier.
You're new to Seyda, Neen, right? I'm Tolvis Othrelin. I'm sure you have questions. Go ahead. Ask. I have plenty of time. What is this regarding Cyrodiil?
Welcome to Aril's Trade House. I barter for goods or coin. I also have a small selection of spells for sale. No credit. You want a little advice? That's free. That's all that's free. Would you like to hear about our most popular potions? Our most popular scrolls? If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear and still run from trouble. Buy a spell or two and practice your skills. Don't practice on citizens. We call that foul murder, and we don't like it. But you can kill smugglers and bandits and other outlaws all you like. Outlaws have no rights. Plenty of adventurers make a living from killing and looting outlaws. That smuggler scum down in Adamus Artis, for instance. The cave down near the Silt Strider platform. If you want to live to a ripe old age, buy a weapon and as much armor as you can wear. Cure common disease and cure blight disease potions are most popular with travelers. Fortify strength, endurance, speed, agility are very helpful in combat. Fortify personality is popular with merchants and shy persons. Of course, Fortify fatigue keeps you fighting at your best. Restore health and restore fatigue are perhaps our most popular items, and for a short burst of power during a fight, you can't beat Grief, Shane, Flynn, Mazte, and Sujama. Vigor and Vitality are our best-selling bargain items, restoring fatigue and health respectively. Almcivi Intervention and Divine Intervention transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine, good for routine or emergency transportation. Heartwise helps with persuasion. Summons Skeletal Minion brings help in a jiffy. And Drathus's Winter Guest does a lot of damage at a touch. Handy to whittle a too-tough opponent down to size.
You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes and lost a bit of money. Normally, I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for. Protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like you to find Fargoth's hiding place. I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town, just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold. If you can, I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all of Seyda Neen. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. Well, hello. I'm Raflod the Braggart. This is Seyda Neen, Swamp Fever capital of the world. I suppose you're wondering what's going on here. I can tell you where the services are. There aren't many, and I can tell you the latest rumors, unless you've already heard them.
We are punished by the gods. The wind is our suffering. So you're new to Seyda, Neen, and you'd like some help finding your way around. Very sensible. Go ahead. Ask away. Looking for services? Some specific place? Someone in particular? Just need a little advice? Whatever it is, I'd be happy to help.
Well, hello. I'm Albitius Cololius. This is Seyda Neen, swamp fever capital of the world. I suppose you're wondering what's going on here. I can tell you where the services are. There aren't many. And I can tell you the latest rumors, unless you've already heard them.
Go ahead. You're not interrupting anything. I'm alone. Scout. You need directions. Pelagiad, Balmora, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivec. Pelagiad is a newly chartered imperial village on the road north from Vivec to Balmora, right on the western edge of the Ascadian Isles region. The village is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagiad. The houses and shops are built in the Western Imperial style, and Pelagiad looks more like a village in the Western Empire than a Morrowind settlement. Balmora is the district seat of House Hlalu and the largest settlement on Vardenfell after Vivec City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmora, passing through Fort Pelagiad and Pelagiad Village. From Balmora, roads lead north to Aldrun through the town of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down the directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing. Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation north of Balmora on the road to Aldrun. The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. Caldera is a new town, recently built in the Western Imperial style, and most of the citizens are outlanders and new colonists. Ebonheart is south on the road from Pelagiad, built on the western shore of the water-founded city of Vivec. Ebonheart is the seat of the imperial government for Vardenfell district and a busy center of maritime trade. Castle Ebonheart is the home of Duke Vedum Dren, the district's ruler and emperor's representative. Also located at Castle Ebonheart are the Vardenfell District Council Chambers and the Hawk Moth Legion garrison. The East Empire Company has its headquarters in Ebonheart. Vivec City is south on the road from Pelagiad. Vivec is the largest settlement on Vardenfell and one of the largest cities in the east. Built on Norvane Bay, completely surrounded by water, the city itself is a group of giant town-sized buildings called cantons. The High Fane and the Palace of Vivec are visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. Outlanders mostly confine themselves to the foreign canton, while natives live, work, and shop in the great house compounds and residential cantons. You must have been misinformed. I don't offer services to the public.
I'm Thavere Vedrano. Welcome to scenic Seyda Neen, gateway to Morrowind. Are you looking for someone in particular, or do you just want a little advice?
I'm on duty. But go ahead. I don't like it. But orders are orders.
This is the seaport village of Seyda Neen, Outlander, in the Bitter Coast region. I'm a caravaner, and I manage the Siltstrider port here. Tell me your destination if you're looking for a ride. Or if you're new to Seyda Neen, I can help you with local services, or any specific place in Seyda Neen you're looking for. Or if you want someone in particular, maybe I know where to look.
Welcome to Balmora. We're a house Lalu town and loyal citizens of the earth.
Your turn to dock. Ours to listen.
I'm Sotilda. Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Hlalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you? Bacola Closius? He's the owner. He must be around here somewhere.
All right, I'm
Bloody
listening.
scamps, I could skin them all.
Good day. I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. Good day, I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help. Old Caius rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, not the upper door to the terrace, then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs, and down to the end of the street. We've had peace and prosperity in Morrowind under the Empire for centuries. It's a government by law, and the legions enforce that law. The Empire has free trade and free religion, so we're rich in pockets and in spirit. Yes, there is corruption. Yes, there are crimes and criminals. Yes, the rich get richer and the poor poorer. But overall, things are pretty good.
From where do you hail?
First we greet, then we do business. Over there. That's no.
What? I don't offer any services. Who told you that? What? I don't offer any services. Who told you that?
Hello, I'm Tapius Esdrecus, and this is Balmora. I don't believe we've met. Is there something I can do for you?
Warm greetings. Do you wish to barter with Khajiit?
What? Yes, I'm Caius Cosades. But what do you mean you were told to report to Caius Cosades? What are you talking about? So you've been told to report to me and deliver a package. Perhaps you'll let me look at it. Yes, very interesting. So it says here the Emperor wants me to make you a novice in the Blades. And that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders? Good. Welcome to the service, novice. Now you belong to the Blades. We're the Emperor's eyes and ears in the provinces. You can use my bed if you need to rest, but leave my personal stuff alone unless I say otherwise. If you like, you can improve your modest skills with our Blades trainers now. Or if you're in a hurry, I can give you orders right away. But don't forget to visit the Blades trainers. These Blades agents offer training. Not free, of course, but cheap for a fellow agent. Look for Rithleen, Tyremalin, and Ninetoes here in Balmora. In Caldera, see Surain Leorian. In Aldrun, see Gildan. Shorvar Horsemouth lives in a hut west of Aldrun. And Elone, the scout, can be found at Aril's trade house in Seyda Neen. Warrior Rithleen lives 2 houses south, upstairs. Healer Tyremalin lives 2 houses south, downstairs. To get to Hunter Ninetoes, leave my door facing south. Go right, down the steps, then turn left and head south, looking for his door on your left. Mage Suran Leorian is in Caldera, the next town north. Her half-timber and stone house sits between the twin towers of the North Gate and the Governor's Hall. Master-at-Arms Shorvar Horsemouth lives in a Guar herder's hut in the middle of nowhere west of Caldera. I've only been there once and couldn't give you directions. Go look for him if you feel like a little hike. Elone the scout can usually be found at Aril's trade house in Seyda Neen. You know where that is. You arrived in Seyda Neen by boat. First thing, Pilgrim, you're new, and you look it. Here's 200 drakes. Go get yourself a decent weapon, or armor, or a spell. And second thing, you need a cover identity. Around here, freelance adventurer is a common profession. Sign on with the Fighters Guild, or Mages Guild, or Imperial Cult, or Imperial Legion. Advance in the ranks, gain skill and experience, or go out on your own. Look for freelance work or trouble. Then when you're ready, come back, and I'll have orders for you. The Fighters Guild is a professional organization chartered by the Emperor to regulate the hiring and training of mercenaries. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. You'll have to start your service with Idis Fireeye, the Balmora Guild Steward. She's new, and I don't know her well. Perseus Mercius, the Aldrun Guild Steward, I know and trust, but he only handles higher-ranking assignments. It's a guild for the arcane arts, and it's where you go to find wizards for hire. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for members, and the guild stewards know where to find work. If you want to be a wizard, join and work your way up the ranks. The Mages Guild here is a better bet than the Fighters Guild. Ronis Athras is the guild steward, so talk to her if you want to join up. She's got a chip on her shoulder, but her apprentice, Ajira, seems okay for a Khajiit. The Imperial cult worships the 9 divines. The Aedra Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, and Julianos, and Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. In Morrowind, it's partly maintaining the faith for outlanders like us, and partly a missionary cult, bringing enlightenment to the heathen Dwemer. You can see Somutus Vunis at Fort Moonmoth to join, but you have to go to Ebonheart if you want to become a lay servant. The Imperial Legion has several fort garrisons here on Vardenfell. The lower ranks handle law enforcement, escorts, rescues, dangerous predators, diseased and blighted beasts, and so forth. Only one fort accepts recruits, Fort Darius in Genesis. Genesis is a frontier outpost, isolated, a little rough. But good experience. If you're interested, see General Darius in Genesis. Moonmoth Fort is the Imperial Legion garrison southeast of Balmora, just outside of town. Rad Hardheart is the knight in charge. Between the Imperial Legions and Imperial cult staff, they have about a dozen service providers out there. House Hlalu is one of the 3 Dwemer great houses on Vardenfell. They're loyal supporters of the Empire, open-minded in religious and cultural matters, and greedy and ambitious in the best Imperial tradition. It's difficult to rise in their ranks as an outlander, but the great houses hold the power in Morrowind. Talk to Hlalu counselors if you want to become a Hlalu retainer. Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Haspat Antabolus at the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Nerevarine secret cult and the Sixth House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first. Probably an ugly favor. But do it. Then get the information from Antabolus and report back to me. By the way, Hasfat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education. And I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it. Jeanette Sitta's little book is a good place to start. I have a copy here, take it. You might also look for On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Eramanwe of Sunhold. He's drillmaster of the Balmora Fighters Guild. He's lived in Morrowind all his life, knows the natives, and talks a lot with backcountry mercenaries. He thinks of himself as a scholar, and he's particularly interested in Dwemer ruins and artifacts. Some Dwemer believe that an orphan and outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, will one day unite all the tribes of the Dwemer, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. They call this orphan and outcast the Nerevarine, and say the Nerevarine will be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dwemer general and first counselor, Lord Indoril Nerevar. A trusted informant says they're a secret cult associated with some strange events recently, and, more important, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related in some way to the Nerevarine prophecies. The illiterate Ashlanders pass down their customs and history in the form of poetic verses. Among the things they preserve in verse are the dreams and prophetic visions of their wise women, in particular the verses that foretell the coming of the Nerevarine. But I don't know much about it. That's why I'm sending you to find out. I don't know much about the Ashlanders. Most people say they are murderous savages, but most people are idiots. I know they hate their settled Dwemer cousins almost as much as they hate Westerners. They must be tough to live in the Ashlands. I don't think Outlanders can become members of the tribes. I don't know why anyone would want to. Do you have the notes from Haspat Antabolus?
Nice to see you, friend.
All right, I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
The traveler seeks answers. Move along, Outlander. I'm an officer of the Imperial Law. Move along. The Fighters Guild in Balmora is on Trade Street, west of the river, on the right as you head north of the plaza near the South Gate and the Silt Strider port. Idis Fireeye is the steward. Look for her if you're thinking of joining the Fighters Guild. Fort Moonmoth is the Imperial Legion's garrison southeast of Balmora, just outside of town. General Larius Vero is the commandant, and Rad Hardheart is the chapter steward. The chapter steward is the fellow to talk to if you were thinking of enlisting. Crulius Pontanian, an enchanter, is...
From where do you hail?
All right, I'm listening.
Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poisoned blade. Try my inexpensive iron spider dagger and steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite.
Well, speak up. What do you want? Are you here to join the Fighters Guild? You want to join the Fighters Guild? I'm the steward here in Balmora. You look like you could take care of yourself. Before I sign you up, you might want to look at the Fighters Guild charter. Are you ready to sign up now? I have a very simple contract to end an infestation of cave rats. You might be able to handle it. Go to Arkngthand's house. It's here in Balmora, along the river on the east side. Ask her where the rats are coming from. Kill the rats and get your payment from Arkngthand. Report back to me once you've taken care of this. Go to Arkngthand's house. It's here in Balmora, along the river on
You've
the
got
east
my
side.
ear, let's hear it. Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poisoned blade. Try my inexpensive iron spider dagger and steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite.
Yes, sir?
Matsera.
Are you the one they sent to take care of the cave rats? These rats are such a nuisance. I'm worried they'll eat all of my pillows. You like pillows, don't you? Anyway, I've got one trapped in my bedroom here, and the other two are in my storage area upstairs. Rats, that is, not pillows. Here's the key for that door. There are at least 3 of these beasts. I hope they haven't gotten into my good pillows. I was worried they'd eat all of my pillows. You like pillows, don't you? Good to see you again. Please, whenever you're in Balmora, feel free to stop by. Now, what can I do for you? I'll take your word that the cave rats are dead. Here, take these 100 septums. It's what I agreed to pay the Fighters Guild.
You here for orders or advancement? Or was there something else you wanted? So you killed the rats? Not bad. For you. You ready for more orders? A local egg mine has problems with egg poachers, and you're going to solve those problems. Yes, egg poachers. May sound silly, but those Kwama eggs are among the few things worth exporting from this nasty little province. Drambero, the owner of Shulk Egg Mine, wants to make an example of these thieves to keep other miners from getting funny ideas. The egg poachers, Civillo Othan and Danila Valas, are former egg miners and longtime local troublemakers. You can handle that, can't you? Report back when the poachers are dead. The mine is a short distance southwest of Balmora, in the bluffs west of the Odai River. The old suspension bridge across the Odai is just southeast of the mine entrance. Follow the river south of Balmora until you see the bridge overhead. You're not afraid of a little swim, are you? Those Kwama eggs are among the few things worth exporting from this nasty little province. Report back when the poachers are dead.
Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poisoned blade. Try my inexpensive iron spider dagger and steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite. What's yours?
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
I'm Flaenia Amuolusis, and this is Balmora. I don't believe we've met. Is there something I can do for you?
Good day. So you're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants information? Of course, there's a this for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkngthand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back the Dwemer puzzle box, and I'll tell you what you want to know. The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal with a circular design and symbols on one side and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want, that little cube. I won't bore you blathering about history, that's what Caius is for. But if you're really interested, try On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Eramanwe of Sunhold. I have an extra copy you can have. What an adventurer like you really needs is a sense of current events. Who hates who? Where's trouble brewing? That's where opportunity lies for an outlander like you. The great houses hate each other. Theft, murder, assassination, secret raids, standard stuff. The temple is trying to kill off a rebellious faction called the Dissident Priests. Ashlander nomads raid each other, attack traders and pilgrims. A secret cult is killing off Imperial citizens, all bad enough. The real problem, though, is the blight, monsters and diseases. The natives say it comes from Red Mountain. It's been a local problem for years, but lately it's gotten badly out of control.
Strange.
Good day, stranger. Welcome to Balmora, Council seat.
Where would you like to go?
You were supposed to find Fargoth's hiding place. Were you able to? You found his hiding place? That's great. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold, and you can keep anything else that you found in there. Thanks for your help. Good that you found that for me, friend. I'll make that little fetcher pay for lying to me. Although I've got to be honest, it is kind of fun messing with the little guy.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Good day, Outlander. I'm the caravaner for Seyda Neen. Tell me your destination and I'll tell you if...
Where would you like to go?
Are you looking for me? You want to join the Mages Guild? Perform any duties assigned to you by the masters of the guild. Learn from them and grow strong. Always share your knowledge freely with other guild members. Never strike or steal from another guild member. Does this appeal to you? Advancement in the Mages Guild does not occur by magic. Pay more attention to your duties, and make sure you understand our requirements. What's your rank? No, sorry. Later perhaps, when you're higher rank, but not now. What's your rank? No. I don't have any duties for someone of your rank. Why don't you speak with Ajira downstairs?
Step right up, friend, and look over my collection of scrolls. Step right up, Outlander, and look over my collection of scrolls. How about the flashy and cheap Taldum Scorcher to burn your foes? Or Ondusi's Unhinging to open stuck chests and doors? If you're going somewhere dangerous, try some Scrolls of Vitality and Vigor to restore your health and fatigue. If you're in real trouble, you'll want Almsivi Intervention or Divine Intervention to transport you instantly to the nearest temple or nearest Imperial Shrine.
I cannot think with all these interruptions. Please leave me alone. What? Are you deaf? No. Ajira made a bet with Galbadir about who would get to the rank of journeyman first. I hope it doesn't end with more flame Atronachs in the guild library like last time.
I suppose I could spare a moment or two.
Welcome to Balmora, council seat of House Hlalu. How can I serve you?
Teleportation is the only civilized way to travel.
Ajira's shop? Do you want duties from Ajira? Do you want the local burrows? Or help in a fight? Some Telvanni bug musk? Or a way to reach the high places?
Teleportation is the only civilized way to travel.
I don't know. Looks like plain old blue to me.
What's the status on those egg poachers? Don't make me assign this to another person. The Fighters Guild recognizes you. You are now the apprentice. Your talents are noteworthy, but some question your depth of devotion. Perform more duties for the Fighters Guild, and you will earn your place.
Do you need something?
The Mages Guild appreciates the duties you've done, but you simply do not meet our requirements for apprentice. I don't have any duties for someone of your rank. Why don't you speak with Ajira downstairs? I believe she may have some small tasks for you. Greetings, citizen. I'm Darissa Darvel. This town is Balmora, council seat of House Hlalu. We're loyal citizens of the Empire and proud of it. Well, most of us anyway. So, are you looking for someone in particular? Are you looking for services? Is there some specific place you'd like to visit? Would you like me to tell you about my trade?
I could take any tip.
Greetings, citizen. I'm Headville. Welcome to Balmora. We're a House Hlalu town and loyal citizens of the Empire. What can I do for you?
tired. Those eggs sure are heavier than they look.
Huh, I'm just so hungry after a shift. I tell ya, I could eat the balls off a low-flying cliff racer.
Fin de Lane, even by your low standards, that's disgusting.
Low in stature, low in morals, that's me.
Look, if you're so hungry, just shuck a scrib shell, crush the flesh into jelly. It's not like we're short on the little fellas.
Now, you know I could never get used to it. I know these Dwemer love it, but it's not for me.
Let me guess, too sour for you?
It's the texture. It's so gloopy, like swallowing cold snot. Oof, makes me shiver just thinking about it.
Gods, you're putting me off it now. Look, okay, if you don't eat it, you might as well sell it. Make a little gold for yourself on the side.
Who wants to buy jelly? Is this another one of your dirty jokes?
Findelon, get your mind out of the soup. You sell it to an alchemist like Nalcaria in town, and they mix it with dried rue brush to brew potions that cure poison.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't mind a little extra coin, I guess. It's not like we earn as much as the glass or ebony miners.
Yeah, but most of those mines are closer to Red Mountain. You'll throw your back out digging ebony with a pick, or ruin your lungs breathing in ash and blight storms. They don't call it hazard pay for nothing.
Okay, well, what about the Caldera mines, close to a good town far from the blight? And you get paid those sweet ebony wages.
Caldera? Forget about it. The guys running that operation, they're more crooked than a barrel of fish hooks. They just got slaves and convicts working there. So they pay nothing in wages and skim even more off the top. They're not looking for honest, hard-working guys like us.
All right, calm down. It was just a suggestion. I guess I'll just be an egg miner till I'm gray and bald.
Ah, come on, my friend. We're the guys who feed this entire empire. One egg at a time. You know what my father used to say? No society is more than 3 meals away from revolution. Without us, the whole thing collapses.
Huh. When you put it like that, you could say we're the 2 most important guys in all of Morrowind.
That's the spirit. You've got my ear, let's hear it. I'm a miner in the Shulk egg mine, but I'm just out here taking a break. Civillo Othan and Dinilla Vallis used to work here. Not good people. Could be hiding anywhere in the mine.
I'm a miner in the Shulk egg mine, but I'm getting some fresh air. We haven't seen Civillo Othan or Dinilla Vallis, but eggs keep disappearing, and they know the place. Easy for them to get in and out, stay out of sight.
Civillo Othan and Dinilla Vallis used to work here. Not good people. Could be hiding anywhere in the mine. You've got my ear, let's hear it.
So where are you from?
Avoid them, or go ahead and kill them if you have to. Don't worry. The Hive can replace them fast enough. We don't know anything about that. We're just doing our jobs.
Seen any elves?
That's one ugly outfit.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Spells in town.
Are you here for scrolls, Outlander?
You have flowers for Ajira.
Why walk when I can guide?
What is this about?
Ravir knows why you are here. You want to buy Ravir's famous Daedric weapons.
I don't have any duties for someone in New York. Why don't you speak with Ajira downstairs? I believe she may have some small tasks for you.
Why walk when I can guide?
Ajira must find her stolen reports.
Oh,
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Manwy? Yes, I remember her. Sharp as a scamp's claw, that one. She left the guild to research quaternary variations in Oblivion streams, if I remember correctly.
That's the one. I heard she left with a sizable bill still to pay on her outstanding guild dues. Thousands of gold. Ranis was not pleased.
Oh dear, that's no good. I wouldn't want to get on Ranis's bad side.
Does she have a good side?
Well, so long as you're loyal and follow orders. But turn your back on the guild, or try to practice magic without a license. She'll show you no mercy.
She's never been the same since her parents died.
Oh, the poor thing. I had no idea.
It was long before you joined. They were murdered by the old Telvanni Archmagister. The one before Gothram.
Gods, those Telvanni. They're worse than animals.
Powerful mages, to
What
be
was
sure.
that about?
But power without wisdom or compassion, that's a
I thought I heard
dangerous
something.
thing.
I hear they consort with vampires in defiance of temple teachings, and some of them even practice necromancy.
Remind you of someone we know around here?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, and I don't think I want to know.
I shouldn't have spoken. This kind of talk gets people burned at the stake by the ordinators. You never know who might be listening.
Well then, I'd best get on with my research. Teleportation is the only
Ajira
civilized way to
must
travel.
Find her stolen reports.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
I don't have any duties for someone of your rank. Why don't you speak with Ajira downstairs? The Mages Guild appreciates the duties you've done, but you simply do not meet our requirements for apprentice.
Do you need something?
Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poisoned blade. Try my inexpensive iron spider dagger and steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite.
Ravir knows why you are here. You want to buy Ravir's famous Daedric weapons.
Do you need something?
So,
So, have you done that little favor I asked? The old Dwemer ruins at Arkngthand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town past the Siltstrider port, then cross bridges east over the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Molag Mar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dwemer bridge over Foyada Mamea. The entrance to Arkngthand is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors. Foyada means fire river in the native Ashlander language. The deep ash-dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain volcano are called Foyada. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid, and it runs almost like water. And during an eruption, fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good footing, are clear of brush, and run long distances, the natives use them like roads.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
When you need to do a lot of damage. Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a...
What was that about?
You make this too easy! You're mine! Surrender now, and I might let you live.
I've trifled with you long enough. You're mine. Let's see what you're made of. You won't escape me that easily.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Welcome, adventurer. Looking for an equalizer? Something to give you an edge against a superior opponent? When you need to do a lot of damage in a hurry, you can't beat a poisoned blade. Try my inexpensive iron spider dagger and steel spider blade, or an imperial netch blade for even more bite.
May I help you?
So, have you done that little favor, I asked? Perfect. Just what I was looking for. Just let me take this Dwemer puzzle box, and then I'll tell you what Caius will want to know about the 6th house and about the Niravarine. By the way, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested after you've delivered your report to Caius, come back and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arkngthand. The Ashlanders believe a reborn Nerevar will unite the Dwemer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Nerevar is a legendary hero and saint of the Temple, but the Temple denies the prophecy and persecutes heretics who believe in the Niravarine. Tell Caius that Sharn Gramuzgob would be a better person to ask about the native faiths and superstitions. House Dagoth is the 6th house, the lost 6th house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any questions you have, but I'll also give you some notes to give to Caius and recommend some 6th house references he should read. House Dagoth was the 6th of the 7 Dwemer great houses. Nothing remains of the 6th house. Its members were all slain or adopted into other great houses following their treason in the War of the First Council. Their clanstead was called Kogaroon. Here's a list of cheap books. All of them will tell you something about the 6th house and how it ended. The War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, and the Real Nerevar. Try the bookseller Dorissa Darvel over in the commercial district. She'll have at least some of these titles. The disappearance of the dwarves predates imperial written records. Dwemer oral accounts record that the Dwemer were utterly destroyed by the gods for profane practices and impiety. Dwarven ruins are scattered across Tamriel, and weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the dwarves remains one of Tamriel's greatest mysteries. The Dwemer are the fabled lost dwarven race whose ruins and splendid artifacts are scattered across Tamriel. Elves use the term Dwemer, connoting variously deep-delving, profound, and close-counseled. Imperial usage is dwarven, derived in fable from the affectionate regard of the giant races for their little Dwemer friends. There are several Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, and many have found Dwemer artifacts. Weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found in Dwemer ruins. They are prized by historians and antiquarians, and very valuable. The Emperor, however, has declared all newly discovered Dwemer artifacts to be possessions of the Crown and forbids their trade or sale. Now, smuggling Dwemer artifacts is treason, but smugglers will still risk execution for such a profitable crime. There are many Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, but the two largest are Mizuleft and Nuchu Leftingth. Mizuleft is in the Sheogorad region, is cursed and dangerous, and access is forbidden. Nuchu Leftingth is occupied by an expedition of the Imperial Archaeological Commission and is not open to visitors. My friend, Senilius Cadiusus, is the head of the Nuchu Leftingth expedition, and he is accompanied by his charming daughter, Pania Cadiusus. The Dwemer language has never been translated, and they are searching Nuchu Leftingth for a book that may be a Dwemer translation key. Here, let me give you a letter of introduction. They might be willing to hire you.
Go ahead, I'm listening. I'm listening, please, go ahead.
Can I help you out? Do you need something?
What's the status on those egg poachers? Don't make me assign this to another person. You got both of them? Good. Here's your payment. 100 septums. And we've got some extra potions from a recent raid. Take these. They'll come in handy. Just tell me when you're ready for more orders. We have a contract from the Caldera Mining Company to kill 4 Telvanni agents responsible for trouble at the Caldera Mine. 4 Telvanni agents are responsible for thefts and disappearances at the Caldera Ebony Mines. Their names are Alinu Aralin, Sathasa Nerothrin, Fathina Herothrin, and Alvaleg. They're hiding in a cave in the hills north of Caldera Mine. When the 4 agents are dead, report back to me. Take care. It's very likely that one of them is on lookout posted outside the mines. The quickest way to Caldera is probably to have the guild guide at the Mages Guild transport you, but it is your choice. The Fighters Guild recognizes you. You are now the journeyman. The Caldera Mining Company says they've learned a group of Telvanni agents are spying on the Caldera Mine Works. There have been a number of ebony thefts, missing guards, escaped slaves, and these Telvanni agents are responsible.
Do you need something?
This town is Balmora, council seat of House Nine. Your loyal citizens of
Are you here to discuss your orders, or is there something else you want? These notes are from Hasfat Antabolus? Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later, but now I have some new orders for you. I've glanced at Haspat Antabolus's notes. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Nerevarine cult. Hop on over to the Balmora Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Get Sharngra Musgob to tell you what she knows about the Nerevarine. She'll have some silly errand for you. Do what she asks, and report back when she's given you the information. Very smart for an orc. An unhealthy interest in the dark arts, perhaps, but very smart. She's always worried that the temple will bust in and stick her in a fire, and worried with good reason. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion. They worship 3 god kings, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek, who are known together as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They're narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as members, but few Outlanders join except for the services. Talk to Feldrello Sadri at the Balmora Temple if you're thinking about joining. We have our own Blades trainers, of course, and there are many public services available in Balmora. Members get better prices from guild services. The Balmora Fighters Guild and Balmora Mages Guild are across the river. You'll find contacts for the Balmora Thieves Guild in the south wall up the street. And there's an Imperial cult shrine at nearby Moonmoth Legion Fort. Go get the notes.